Hi, my name is Amy Payne, and I'm a professional organizer and the owner of Lasting Order Professional Organizing Services out of Evansville, Indiana. Today we're going to talk about how to turn your piles of children's memorabilia, awards, photos, drawings, certificates, into a beautifully organized container that your children will cherish for the years to come. The first thing you need to do is gather your supplies. We've gathered this plastic file tote with a lid that will keep out dust and any liquids just in case you spill. We also have a box of hanging file folders. For children, you would want at least 14 hanging files to go from preschool through 12th grade. We've also got the tabs that came with the hanging file folders and the paper inserts that go into them. And you can either handwrite or you can use a label maker so that your labels look nice and neat. And then you'll also want to gather up your memorabilia. Okay, now we have all of our labels put on the file folders, so we have preschool through 12th grade. We also have one additional file folder that's just items that you're going to file later. So now the process is we're going to sort through the memorabilia. The first thing I'm going to do is sort it into piles by child, because I've said I've got 3 children that I'm doing bins for. So I'm going to take each item and sort it out by which child it belongs to. The next thing I'm going to do once I have my piles by child is I'm going to sort it out into the year, preschool through 12th grade. As you're sorting the memorabilia by grade, one thing you may want to consider is doing an index sheet for the beginning of each file folder. And on the index sheet, you could write the grade that they're currently in, the school that they went to, the year, the calendar year that it was, because that'll help you. Sometimes memorabilia has a year on it, so that'll help you remember what year it was, the teacher, their favorite subject, etc. So you may want to consider just doing something like this. Even if your kids are older, you can just try to remember these things, these details, and write them in for each one. Okay, so we've already sorted our materials by each child individually, and we've already sorted them by grade. So right now we're looking at the materials for one child for first grade, just as an example. So some criteria of what to keep and what to get rid of. This, for example, we went to the little building thing at Lowe's, where the little builder club where you build things. If this is something that you do every single month of the whole entire year, every single year your child is alive, you may not want to keep every single certificate and every single patch. So you'll have to decide whether that is worthy of keeping. Here are some photos. I would keep the photos. This is a good example of something I would keep. This is the Mother's Day thing where your child wrote, I love my mom because she reads to me, that kind of thing. This is super special. It's something that came directly from my child's brain. It was very creative. He also drew a picture of me. Does it look like me? So this is something that I definitely would hold on to. This, for example, is something I may not hold on to. This is a craft that every child in the class did. There's nothing special, there's no handwriting, there's no fingerprints or anything like that. So this is something I probably would go ahead and part with. This is another example of something I would keep because it has my child's handwriting, it has something special that they thought of out of their brain. Things that are creative. For example, this is their handprint. It's good to show how big their hand was at that age. That's something I would probably keep. So you need to be a little bit selective in the kinds of things that you hold on to. As you can see, each file folder is not going to hold this much stuff. This is too much stuff for just first grade. I highly recommend that you would just save everything from that grade, put it into the file folder, and at the end of the year, narrow it down to maybe 10 or 15 of the most special items for your child for that year, and then photos as well. So you could keep, like a certificate would be a good thing to keep. Sports photos are a great thing to keep, but narrow it down to a reasonable amount for every single year. When we get done, this box will make a fabulous gift to give to your child for maybe their high school graduation or when they leave your home. This would be something that they would definitely cherish. as compared to 20 paper boxes full of unsorted, disorganized papers. So you can see where the child's memorabilia box will just make a fabulous gift for your child.